Jeff, this is going to be a fun run here. Anytime I start thinking about November pay per views, I'm sure a lot of people think about Survivor Series. For whatever reason, I always think about Starcade. And I know
Oh,
eventually Starcade moved to December. Do you think of November as being a Survivor Series month? Is that the way your brain works?
yeah, okay. Right off the gut was Thanksgiving shows,
Yeah.
November. We used to run a double shot, Connie. Boy, I'm sounding old school. We would do Jackson, Tennessee at 2 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day. And then Nashville, Tennessee back home at 7. I think sometimes maybe we started at 8 or 7:30, whatever. But just the Thanksgiving weekend was always big business territory days. But yes, the Survivor Series teams and the build, the old school, how they would build the teams and the captains, in the early, well, not the 80s Survivor Series builds. It was so new, unique and so fresh. Yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, I'd say I'm a Survivor Series mentality kind of guy.
Well, I know it was a real innovation at the time, and wrestling fans love new. I mean, I've heard JR say it. I know you've said it. Bruce Pritchard says it. And I hear there's going to be a new team up there swinging the fences with shoes baseball. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I know that you do have a big announcement coming. The rumor and innuendo is in the next few weeks, in the coming weeks, there might be some big news in shoes baseball land.
We certainly do, but we'll kind of leave that under the radar for right now. But choosebaseball.com. Stay tuned to @real Jeff Jarrett. We're going to be letting the cat completely out of the bag. It's kind of simmered out there, Conrad. But Conrad, yeah, you weren't supposed to really say that. But with that being said, hey,
whoops.
For all of our listeners that did not hear this, because I don't know, some people don't listen every week or they may be behind. But Conrad, let's just let it out there. And I know we, don't want to get too far down in this rabbit hole, but just as a fresh reminder, the University of Tennessee whooped that ass on Roll Tide. Folks that are just getting the audio feed of this, we went to a 1-shot of The Last Outlaw. We pulled back and went to a 2-shot, and I got the number one sign. Connie's got that finger up saying you're number one, and we're not number one in the polls yet, Conrad. We're on the way, but the balls are. Yeah, he's not happy.
Alabama's number 11.
And the double bird shot with Alabama 11.
They're number 11.
You're ornery. You're like old Chris Bart, just a little ornery on that. Hey, have we talked? No, we haven't. Since the Macaulay Culkin Halloween.
The Joe Burrow costume. Oh, what a great costume it was.
What I mean, do you have any context? Like, is he a regular listener of ours or like?
No, I think somebody just said, "Hey, Joe Burrow's stealing your look." And when you look at the win column, Joe Burrow too looks like he's been left home alone.
Oh,
it's been a rough year for old Joe Burrow. He's leading the country in every stat except fucking winning. But other than that, he's having a great year, Jeff.
Whoo, boy, oh boy.
Let me ask you a question, serious question. How pissed is the entire city of Nashville that Derrick Henry is the leading rusher in the league?
Oh my gosh. And the eggs we got to win yesterday. I'm a tried and true Titan fan. We
barely.
Oh my God. We barely beat the Patriots.
Yes.
And they're terrible.
Yes, they're not very good.
They're not very good.
I think they've won 2 games or something like that.
Yeah, as many as we've got 2 victories now, which is just pathetic. You go back
to I can't help but think if you had the leading rusher, Jeff, because he was on the team last year.
I was talking about to a buddy of mine who's a Baltimore fan at AEW. I'm happy for King Henry. We were not going to be a Super Bowl contender under any imagination, but to kind of trade him for a song and a dance, oh my God, the leading rusher.
He's crushing it.
Kind of stings as a Titan fan, but I'm happy for him.
Do you
Lamar.
think that the coaching staff, just the organization, thought that he had ran all the tread off the tires?
Yes. The owner, well, I don't know about coaching because but the ownership, that was definite that, hey, we've got to move on from him. They clocked that son of a gun doing 21 miles. He's 6'5", 240, doing 20 miles an hour down the sideline.
I was told that he spends like in excess of $1 million a year just managing his body.
Wow.
So he's like that Tom Brady level commitment. SaveWithConrad.com.
Jarrett Ward in Franklin, Tennessee. I first heard about Save with Conrad through a couple wrestling podcasts I listened to. 83 Weeks and What Happened When with Tony Schiavone, and I decided to reach out, and I'm so glad that I did. It was an absolute fabulous process. I was in a transition mode, recently sold a home, and I was looking for a mortgage on a new home purchase. And Diana and the team at Supreme Lending was there to help me out. They were absolutely fabulous to work with. They were knowledgeable, responsive, and made the process incredibly smooth. And I'll tell you this, the online portal was an absolute game changer. It provided regular updates at every step, giving me full visibility into where we were at in the process. And on closing day, everything moved so fast that even my real estate agent was shocked. I'm telling you, I couldn't have been happier with the experience and would highly recommend Save with Conrad to anyone looking for a seamless mortgage process. I'm Jarrett Ward from Franklin, Tennessee, and I got into my dream home with SaveWithConrad.com.
NMLS number 2129, Equal Housing Lender.
SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what AdFreeShows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-Free Shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that AdFreeShows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. AdFreeShows.com.